That's why, like even though the whole idea of RFID implanting is a pretty, you got a shit ton of privacy issues there. But if you have an RFID implanted, it knows who you are. You can walk around. Your house can adapt itself to you.
Well, you could do that with your phone.
Environment adapting to you. Yeah.
Like if you make your phone just always permanently connected with you, that can be the thing that actually adapts and changes. That I hate going anywhere without my phone because I feel like not connected anymore. Yeah. Connected to the mothership.
Well, I guess then your phone's just going to become small enough to be an implant anyway. So.
Yeah. Well, it's just there. You just won't notice it, I guess.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Okay, last story.
Future for the win.
Last story for me. The right one.
Something about China?
No, well, I was thinking about China. It's not that good. It's kind of boring. Oh yeah, it's another one. It's not a massive thing, but I just found it interesting. I just was considering it just before. That how very, very little I actually watch TV at all anymore. Like I think of a TV show. My first response now is for TV show, even though it's got the name TV in it, I just jump online and watch it. Yeah. It's like there's no watching it out in like the living room or doing anything like that. It's just, I don't know, I'll just watch it here. Like the new thing they've got Jon Stewart on iView, which is kind of cool. Yeah. The Australian like ABC replaying their thing. And it was great. So
you just like the Australian Hulu, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, it's not, it's just for ABC, just one channel.
Yeah.
But it's good. And so it's just like, oh snap, start watching that all the way there. That was pretty much one of the shows that I'd watch. Yeah. And now it's just so much easier. And it was just, the reason I got it was there's a 700 reply, 700 comment strong thread on Reddit. 741 comments about just how people don't do it. Yeah. And I know it's always been progressing there, but this is the first time I've actually just gone, wow, I pretty much stopped.
Well, the interesting thing is everyone in the States and in most other countries, especially in Asia, has been using, just streaming movies, streaming any show they want, anytime for the last,
you don't have to worry about download
3
limits.
years.
Oh, that would be glorious.
Like fucking Netflix in the States, I would actually pay Netflix, which people do. I'd pay them it was like 15 or 20 bucks.
You movies now?
No. See, but if you're in the States and you had a fast enough connection, which most people do over there, you just pay 20 bucks a month. You stream any movie you want at any time. And think of how much of a culture difference there is between America and Australia.
Yeah, we can't.
Just
we
because
have
of
to
that.
Watch about our caps.
Just because of that, yeah. Just because we have download caps and our speeds are slower, we can't stream movies.
Yeah.
And something I heard a stat way back that back when torrenting was really big,
we were the highest per capita.
Yeah, Australia was the highest. Yeah,
that's because we're the most
torrented per capita.
Backwards technologically. It's like, just give us media, we want to consume.
Yeah. Well, because all the TV series would come out 6 months later. Here.
Well, that was the best part, that everyone had watched all of the latest stuff that was released on the American networks. It was just everyone just pirated and copied it. Even now, some of the most valued possessions of people are their external hard drives. It's just I've got 2 terabits of just movies and shows, all that, and you just trade it around. This glorious incestuous pit of media. There's an image for you.
Yeah, Piracy. Woo! But I mean, in The Office, and it came out in Australia, they're
so far
3-4 seasons behind.
We're not doing it before. It's
why
just
the fuck would I watch that?
Well, even Lost and Prison Break, I remember that. I was I got attached to it. What's the first thing I did after watching it online? I was after watching it on the TV one or two, I was oh, okay, I'll get the rest of the season online. Yeah. Screw.
Well, apparently when Hulu first launched, they came to the Australian networks and they said, hey, do you guys want to be a part of this? Because it's a really cool thing. And Hulu is a massive site now. It's kicking ass. And the Australian TV networks turned them down. Yeah. Instead, they wanted to do their free-to-air thing. So now instead of 5 channels, we've got 13 channels, but they're just the same 5 channels, and each of them have added 2 or 3 other channels to them.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
And then all they're doing is replaying all the old shit. It's oh man. My parents watch all this crap, and it's you guys have the internet. Internet. Don't fucking watch TV. Don't watch what you're told to watch when you're told to watch it. Fucking watch what you want to watch when you want to watch it. Fucking internet. Oh.
It's great fun.
Yeah, anyway.
It's such a massive change. Rant done.
I rip on Australia so much, but it fucking deserves it.
Oh, just the tech part.
Yeah, the tech. It's a fucking lovely country. Anyway.
Got drop bears.
Drop bears and sexy, sexy women. Oh, man.
They are.
Drop bears and sexy women.
Combine the two, you got a good sandwich. Don't even know what that means. Anyway.
Are you done?
Yeah, pretty much done.
Okay, the last one I'll flash up here. Freaking epic little infographic I've seen. It's called Missions to Mars. It's basically a list, or an infographic of all the missions to Mars, and it shows you exactly how far they've got. So I didn't realize how many missions there had actually been to Mars.
Holy crap, there's a lot.
Like they've been going for the Russians have been trying since the 60s, and a lot of them failed, and then
6 fails.
Yeah, some got into like flyby, some got into the orbiter, lander, blah blah blah. Yeah.
There's been 3 rovers. That is cool.
But they've been kicking ass lately. Like look at the current ones, and they got apparently 4 more future ones planned.
Cool.
But when you think, like, how amazing is that?
It is kind of cool.
You can barely you look at the sky and you can barely see Mars. It's like a tiny dot, and we've managed to send.
Yeah, and they're like crawling around on it.
Send robots to it and yeah.
See, now we've got to do the mind-computer meld thing with the robots with the spirit.
Well, well, actually, back to that Kevin Warwick dude. One thing he was saying is, if we connect our minds to the computers and stuff, we can think in higher dimensions, which we can't do now. Like now we think in. He's like, well, we can think in 3rd dimensions, you know, sometimes, and 2 dimensions, other time. Right. But imagine thinking in 10 dimensions.
Well, you can do it if you can do it mathematically, I guess. Though
there's
no reason why you couldn't do it.
Well, you can do it like computers and with maths. They can think in different dimensions, but humans
can't. It's like
can't.
the tesseract and stuff that you can see the.
And so we're saying maybe if we can think in 10 dimensions, we can actually come up with solutions for space travel.
Cool.
I mean, maybe it's just like that. It's really simple if we think in those higher dimensions. It's
just the one thing. The ultimate hive mind.
Yeah. Thinking 1,000,000 times faster than you are now, at least.
It's good fun.
There will be resistance, there will be death, but it'll be fun.
Gonna be death.
The people will like try and fight back, like the.
No.
Well, maybe that's just Hollywood.
Maybe that's Hollywood. We didn't fight back against a computer, and it took over our lives.
Yeah, we love it. A little too much.
Anyway, that's it.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
Catch you guys next week. This has been Hive45 on Nathan Waters.
I'm Tristan Grace. Woo! Catch you later.
We should do a fist pump. Digg Nation does a fist pump. Let's show them up. Ready? Okay, come on. Come on.
I'll get better.
Take that! Take that, Kevin Rose and Alex Olbrecht.
I just saluted. Oh, God.
For the lols?
For the lols.
The start-up for the lols.
Hey, and welcome to Hive45, a weekly discussion about the future impact of this week's world and tech news. Is that right?
Too many weeks.
Too many weeks, okay.
Just one.
Okay.
Just do one.
Welcome. Welcome to Hive45, a discussion about this week's. The future impact of this week. Okay.
About this week's bitches and holes.
Let's do it.
Damn.